Logan Paul hates Ludwig. First things first, we got to talk about the 50 YouTubers compete in a box for $100,000 challenge. Basically, the gist of it is that 50 YouTubers won in a box for 36 hours and they competed for $100,000. Super simple concept, except the fact that Mr. Beast brought all different types of YouTubers, from commentary to the people that get commentary videos made on them, and it made it very awkward. Logan Paul explained this experience a bunch of different times in a couple different videos. Literally half the people in this box had called him out for being a terrible person. 3 months later, Ludwig finally decided to expose Logan Paul on drinking fake Prime. Before we get into all of the drama, make sure to like and comment if you do not like the video, or if you do like the video, let's find some middle ground somewhere. First things first, we got to watch this clip from a Ludwig stream where he's talking about his experience with Logan Paul.
But anyway, I talked to Logan about this. This is before he did the CoffeeZilla shit. This is when we were in the box.
The CoffeeZilla stuff basically refers to the fact that Logan Paul sued CoffeeZilla, a popular online reporter, for calling him out on a crypto scam. He has no grounds to actually sue CoffeeZilla. There's nothing that he is going to get out of this other than a scare tactic to make CoffeeZilla stop making videos on him. It's a very common thing. You threaten somebody with something large, you have nothing that you can do.
Together. But I asked him straight up, I was like, yo, you ever have like a few primes in a day and you start buzzing off that shit? Because I never looked it up. I just stopped drinking it after that. And Logan, obviously in Logan fashion, he's like, no, dude, I'll have like fucking 6, 7 a day. Fucking don't even bat an eye.
A prime contains like way over the amount of potassium you're supposed to have in a day. I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice. But drinking 6 primes in a day has got to have some serious side effects for your system.
And I was like, okay, all right, damn. And I don't feel bad telling this story because Logan Paul has sued CoffeeZilla, which I think is a major dick move. So I am being a dick in this moment, exposing him. But that same day that Logan Paul told me he chugged down 6 or 7 primes a day, he had a prime on the set with him. And we were doing a contest where we had to use those little like needles to like crack open. We were doing the Squid Game cookies. And Logan Paul was the only one who was allowed to have a drink on the set. They took everybody else's drinks away because they didn't want us to use water to cheat. And me, being a fucking cheater, I decided to grab Logan Paul's prime and I wanted to use it to like help my friends on my team beat the puzzle. That was what I was trying to do. So I sneakily grabbed his prime.
The funny thing is, if you remember watching that 50 YouTubers in a box, Logan Paul's cup was like noticeably more liquidy.
Let's go. Logan, that might be the most disgusting cookie out here.
Bro, you're making me do this, bro. I'm trying to win $1 million for the Logan.
So he clearly did get some serious help in that challenge.
And I was going to put some in the cap. But when I did, I noticed the color was weird and I took a sip. It was water. Logan Paul replaced the prime with water.
First off, bro, he's drinking in another man's cup. Yikes.
Water. So I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is lying, and if you drink a shit ton of these, you start buzzing. Because he replaced that shit with water straight up on my fucking mama. I'm telling you, he did that shit. He did that shit straight the fuck up. Say what you will about me, I've never put water in a fucking Red Bull can. I drink that shit straight up. I slurp that shit down.
Basically, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. He's calling out Logan Paul, and a lot of people took this in the wrong way. Basically, he said, you know, I think that Logan Paul doesn't actually drink 6 primes a day. He probably just fills them up with water as well. I mean, ultimately, think about it this way. Are you going to take a water bottle and fill it up with Gatorade every single time? No, you're not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that in a normal day. I'm going to fill it up with some flavored water the first time because I want to get a little bit of flavor in my mouth, you know? And then for the rest of the day, dude, I'm sipping on straight water. Maybe some lemon. Like, I mean, ultimately, you're not going to want to drink the same flavored thing all day, or it's going to ruin your taste buds on it. I'm just not going to even want it. But the point is that Logan Paul took this the wrong way as well. And so he made an entire 11-minute clip talking about this situation while XQC was on his podcast. XQC is another popular streamer, lived with Ludwig for a time. And ultimately, this just made Logan Paul look like an absolute dumbass idiot. Because he was just extremely rude to Ludwig rather than actually understanding and trying to find a middle ground. I think it doesn't seem like Ludwig is somebody who tries his best to get into drama. He's never been that type of person. I mean, he even stopped his commentary YouTube channel that reported on news because he was done with drama. But anyways, here's what Logan Paul had to say to Ludwig after explaining the situation to XQC.
You saw me drink Prime afterwards. A lot of it. A lot of it. And yet you have the audacity to genuinely go in front of your audience to try to convince them that I don't drink my product, which is an awesome fucking product. And then, of course, at the end of it, he goes, see, with me, I really drink Red Bull. I love it, his sponsor. Oh, he's like, I really drink that. I'm like, bro, if you, compared to Prime, Red Bull tastes like actual gasoline. And so
That is a subjective statement. Ultimately, I hate the taste of Prime. I also hate the taste of Red Bull. I think they both individually taste like gasoline. I would rather have a water with lemon or, a Mio Energy or like a flavored water enhancer. These are all options that seem to be a much better health-wise and also taste-wise for me. Natural flavors are always going to be the better flavors. Just leaving that out there.
he talks shit about me. He lies. He's a hypocrite. He farms his clips, and now people believe this thing, and it's just so annoying to me because, like, why do you care? Why do you care? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I hate liars. But you're never.
Logan Paul, on a daily basis, lies. He probably lies to himself in the morning when he gets up and looks in the mirror. I mean, heck, he said he was going to pay people back for crypto scam, and he hasn't. That would be a direct lie there. Maybe eventually he will do it. I can't say with 100% certainty that he's not going to do it ever. But he, instead of giving the money back, he started a lawsuit against the person that called him out for not giving the money back. Lying move right there. He also was supposed to be best friends with George Janko, a fellow podcast host that he had. Instead, he made fun of the guy's religion and then made fun of him relentlessly, allowing a guest on his podcast to touch him inappropriately. And you think Ludwig is the liar in this situation? I'm sorry, I just can't see it. The funny thing is, it almost feels like at this point, Logan Paul is almost playing a game. We saw KSI do it to a very good success with Thick of It. I mean, he threw a baby fit when his song was trash. People didn't like his song. I didn't actually hate it. I don't hate Thick of It. I think, honestly, it's kind of funny. People hated his song, memed the hell out of it, and he threw a fit to get more plays. And then he was like, haha, look who's on top now. I feel like literally Logan Paul taught him this method. Logan Paul literally, I think, takes drama that's happening on the internet, starts throwing a fit about it, and then he gets clicks. He's literally playing a game. It feels like he's almost clip farting, rage baiting, like over and over again. It's actually kind of...
Bro, in this particular scenario, look, I'll take an L when we got an L. This particular scenario, he's a fucking hypocritical, lying, blockhead, beta bitch, bro. Like, why are you making shit up? I tried.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, bro? First off, I haven't heard somebody say beta as an insult since the Andrew Tate era. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You don't say that about somebody unless you believe to yourself that is the alpha.
I tried so hard to like this guy. And I'm not the only one who left thinking, that dude's kind of a fucking douchebag. But I'm gonna mind my business.
Well, okay, so listen. I can read people a little bit. And Ludwig, I work with him. I live with him. I've hung out with him. I've played with him. I live with Ludwig, right? He's actually a pretty close man at the time. Well, he kind of still is. We just don't talk anymore because I don't live there and we don't really interact that much. But the thing with Ludwig,
I'm going to explain and translate XQC language to normal English. Basically, what he says is Ludwig is somebody who says things about current times that is broadly agreeable, which is fair. I mean, that's kind of what everybody does to an extent on the entertainment sphere. If you don't have any hot takes, who's going to get mad at you? Really, who's going to get mad at you? This is Ludwig talking about it after the fact, listening to Logan Paul's response to a video, to the video that we originally showed, and see what Ludwig has to say.
Anyway, Logan Paul took the time to see this video and reply. He said, I had a singular Prime I brought in myself. I drank the Prime, ran out of Prime, no more Prime. Options. 1, throw out empty Prime bottle and miss opportunity for brand placement in a Mr. Beast video while I drink out of a random water bottle. 2, fill it up with water. Well, so we should preface. Logan was the only guy who had special privilege to bring shit in, which was Prime, to advertise it. You know, they didn't let me bring in a swipe bidet to shit on the toilet. And they didn't let Jesser bring in Jesser basketball. But Logan Paul did get his Prime. And everyone else also was offered Prime Energy to drink. I know that as a fact, because I remember when they wheeled in the Prime Energy, I was like, Red Bull guy here, can't be drinking this. I would never. I'm a Red Bull guy here. So anyway, he says option was throw out bottle or fill it with water, the only liquid they give us at the time, and continue to plug, always plug. Also, we didn't even get the damn water. Everyone's water bottles got taken away. He had some special privileges. I get it. I chose option 2. You also thought I rigged the game. I didn't. You also thought I left on purpose. I didn't. Stop being a hater. And to which I think.
So first off, if you didn't know how he left the game initially, he left because he ran out of the box to throw a plate. No, dude, you're not that dumb. You're not that dumb. You would have to be a literal toddler to not leave on purpose in that moment, okay? That is stupid. That is dumb. He's absolutely lying. He left the game on purpose. That was a real thing. We also should say that the game probably was rigged. I've talked about it before in multiple Mr. Beast videos where Logan Paul is conveniently there right when a contestant leaves so he can have the ample amount of screen time. There are things in Mr. Beast videos that are not rigged, but they are set up in such a way to where the dominoes will fall in favor of Mr. Beast. That's like freaking risk-taking 101. If you want something to go well and you can't rely on just natural happenings, you have to align things so that they fall the way you want them. That's okay. That's not something that's wrong to do. The game was rigged, but not fully rigged. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he said, Logan Paul, you're going to win. You are going to win this challenge. No, he said, Logan Paul, I want you to last a while in this challenge because I have a future of us marketing ourselves together for a product named Lunchly that is going to have mold in it in about 2 months. Continuing though, this is the final response from Ludwig, and I don't think there has been another response from Logan Paul as of right now. This is actually coming from a source about 2 days ago. Let's go and watch this.
Who knew water would be so hard for Logan Paul to swallow? He's a hypocritical, lying, blockhead, beta bitch, bro. Logan Paul calls out Ludwig for claiming he doesn't drink Prime, alleging that he fills his personal bottles with water. Look, this was a lie by Dexerto. I did not say that he fills his personal bottles with water. I just said that he
said he filled it one time, which is very different.
Filled a Prime bottle with water, which is factually true. I don't know why he called me a blockhead, beta bitch. Anyway, after he called me a blockhead, beta bitch and talked about me for 10 minutes on his podcast, he factually right after talked about how he thinks the moon landing isn't real. This is also the guy who filmed a dead body, and also the guy who released a lunch package with mold, and also the guy who sued someone for making a video essay about him, and also the guy who said that a woman boxer shouldn't be able to win the Olympics because she's in
Okay, so what he's doing right now is a little thing in debate called ad hominem. You go after somebody's personal belief. Logan Paul is very much so a person who would be a hypocritical, lying, blockhead, beta bitch bro. That is the exact words that I would probably use to describe Logan Paul, leaving out because I don't normally cuss. Anyways, guys, I think that's about all we have to cover today. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the end of this with the verse of the day on the Bible app. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. It's coming from Colossians 3:12 in the New International Version. I would recommend you guys share this verse with somebody today that you think needs it and spread Jesus' love.